through my whole elementary school, my mom was my principal.
Garrett Wilson. You think he's going to stick around long term and the boys can go to a Super Bowl parade with him?
If any of the Jets people hear this, we need to lock him up to a long-term deal.
You've spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh. Your girlfriend lives there, correct?
I have spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh. Primanti Bros, though. We went there my first time going to Pittsburgh for like one of her family Christmases or something, and I thought it was kind of overrated.
Have you gotten used to the bacon, egg, and cheese yet? Or are you still like holding on to the breakfast taco?
Even when I go back home during the off season, it's like I'm gonna whip up a bagel with egg and bacon on it. It's kind of a staple of my breakfast now.
I'm Vito Calisi. This is Jonathan Barron. To my left is Brett Baty. Brett, thanks for meeting us at the Apple. That's the name of our podcast. Do you like that name?
I love that name. It's a really cool name.
You know, we had to think long and hard about it, and it just felt like it stuck. Thinking about things we hope stick. We're both Jets fans. Garrett Wilson. You think he's going to stick around long term and the boys can go to a Super Bowl parade with him?
I mean, hey, you can't say the boys because when you say the boys, you're talking about my Cowboys. But now I'm a Jets fan. I'm a Jets fan now, and so if any of the Jets people hear this, we need to lock him up to a long-term deal because he's one of the best receivers in the game.
Do you have any sort of an inkling as to whether that's happening? I mean, there's been chatter. Not everything in Jetland has been as smooth as we had all hoped. So is Brett Baty about to be the first newsbreaker on Meet at the Apple right now?
No, I don't have anything. He came to Austin. He came to Austin like, I guess at the beginning of February, and he was downtown or whatever, and we hung out a little bit. But no, he didn't say anything about a long-term deal or anything like that. But let's just get a quarterback healthy, and then
wouldn't that be nice, right?
We'll start winning some games. So start putting up some TDs.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers comes out with a flag again or not?
No.
Can't do it again.
Yeah, that's a one-time thing. Garrett's changing his uniform number again on you. I know that you've gotten the other two, so are you about to cop the number 5 Garrett Wilson jersey?
Yeah, this is gonna be the third Jets jersey I own. So let's try not to switch up the numbers anymore. But
Well, if you were a Jets fan, you would be very used to that because I have a Sam Darnold jersey, I have a Zach Wilson jersey.
You have a Wilson jersey?
I have a Zach Wilson jersey. It was really.
You should stop getting jerseys. This might be on you.
Well, tell the Nike clearance store that maybe they have some inkling to what is going to happen because I bought those both in their first seasons, and look what's happened to me.
wait, the clearance store. So you bought them after?
No, so the Nike clearance store, it's actually right by Citi Field. It's literally like down that road on Roosevelt, and like I buy it there in the beginning of the season because sometimes they just like have like stuff that has like deficiencies and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no problem if you did that, by the way. I don't mind it. Back in the day, I got a Steve Novak jersey after he left the Knicks.
Steve Novak.
It's here, I have it. Should have worn it for this.
Yeah, get the jerseys when the players leave.
$10.
See?
I got a better one. Met fans aren't gonna love this, but I'll say it anyway. I wear it with pride. I got a Jason Bay jersey for like literally $5 are you familiar with Modell's?
I don't know.
It was a sporting goods store in New York back in the day.
Okay.
They had a great jingle. It doesn't exist anymore. R.I.P. Modell's. Literally $5 Jason Bay jersey. I go on vacation, you don't mind getting a little sunscreen, a little sand, a little sweat. Perfect jersey. $5. $5. So,
it goes with your whole wardrobe too, because you got all Mets.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
So in New York, is it Islanders, Mets, Knicks? Is that and then Jets?
It's always, for the most part, it's always Mets Jets. That's like pretty much one
Mets,
and one.
Jets for sure.
Because like I
Yes.
don't know if you know, the Jets the Jets were a version of the Titans. Then the Titans became the Jets when they moved to Shea Stadium. They played there for a few years. So like a lot of the fans were like 1 and 1 when Shea Stadium was first built. So like those go pretty much hand in hand. Knicks is, there's no Nets fans.
Hey,
here.
watch it. That's not nice.
Dude, this guy pretends to be a Nets fan.
I lived in Brooklyn for 1 year, and I was like, let's go.
And then now that the Knicks are good, all of a sudden John's like, oh, I'm watching the Knicks game tonight.
Yeah, I'm happy to be a bandwagoner.
I always thought it should be the rhyming teams: the Mets, the Jets,
and the Nets.
But the Nets were in Jersey forever.
Oh yeah,
They
so
were
far away.
The other thing you have to consider is also the Jets practiced on Long Island forever. So that was kind of a natural cohesion. With hockey, it's different because the Rangers were around forever. The Islanders came in '72, I believe. So if you're kind of a 50s, 60s boomer, then can I say that? I don't think they're listening anyway. this is for the young folk, Gen Z only.
Yeah.
You kind of were a fan. Have you been to a hockey game in New York yet?
I haven't. I need to go. I went to a hockey game in Pittsburgh. This winter.
Okay, perfect segue. This man is a professional. You've spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh. Your girlfriend lives there, correct?
I have spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh.
Okay, so when you think of Pittsburgh, the Steel City, black and yellow, and Primanti Bros, first things that come to my mind. Mm-hmm. Have you tried a Primanti Bros sandwich?
First of all, Pittsburgh, great city. Love the city. Very blue collar.
Yes.
Love.
That's media training.
I love the. Yeah, exactly. I love the.
Pirates fans, be nice to the man.
The North Shore and the bridges and everything. I love it all. Primanti Bros, though. We went there my first time going to Pittsburgh for like one of her family Christmases or something, and I thought it was kind of overrated, just because they stuff so much on that sandwich, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea.
You don't like a sandwich that's like too big. You want like just like a class. Have you had any good New York sandwiches?
Yes, I've been to what's it called? The Panini shop. The Panini shop in Williamsburg, maybe.
I don't know. Is it the pizza industry?
No. Shoot, I should know the name. Anthony and Sons Panini shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been to any place in Queens?
I think so, but I probably couldn't tell you.
There's a place in Astoria called Sal, Chris, and Charlie's.
Okay.
And they're the sandwich kings of New York.
Yeah.
Great Italian sandwich. And they have this thing called the Bomb that's pretty much a mix of an Italian sub and an American sub.
Okay, cool.
Let's backtrack, though, to Primanti's. So all the elements on there. You got the coleslaw. You a coleslaw guy?
See, like the coleslaw has to be like a southern coleslaw,
What is a southern coleslaw
just
compared
like
to a
more
northern
of like
one?
a mayonnaise or like more of like a Miracle Whip type of creamy coleslaw.
Okay.
I feel like, and theirs was kind of vinegary. I
Okay.
thought.
Okay.
Like stringy. I don't know.
You should have a food show.
Yeah.
That's Mark Canna. We need Mark
Yeah.
Canna back.
And then the fries. Is that kind of an overwhelming experience on the
fries
sandwich?
It was all right. It was a good it was a decent sandwich, but like I've definitely had better. I just thought they were trying to do too much, and like everybody who we talked to in Pittsburgh was always like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta go here, you gotta go here," and I was like, "It's not that great. Like,
Yeah.
it's just too much."
I feel like whenever something is like the crown jewel of a city, and everyone talks about it, like what's the famous place in Austin, the barbecue place?
Terry Black's.
Franklin's? Oh.
Franklin's too.
Franklin's.
They're both. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother-in-law had his bachelor party there in September. I was gonna hit you up for some Rex, but I forgot.
See, that's where you went wrong. You should have gone to Terry Black's rather than Franklin's.
We went to
Yeah,
Franklin's.
you fraud.
And I know, but that's the thing, you know, like everyone hears about these things.
Yeah.
You got to do this when you go to that city, and you're like, this actually wasn't nearly as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
What's your take on the word yins? Not word, sound yins. Let me the sound yins.
I didn't get it at first. I was like, why don't y'all just say like y'all or
Yeah.
something? Why aren't y'all going downtown, or why aren't you guys going down? I know the Northerners say you guys.
Yeah, because that's English, but
We just combine the word y'all.
which is
And
better than yins. I'll give you
It's
that.
way better than yins, but I mean, I've gotten used to it a little bit because she says it. She's not like a hardcore like I gotta say it. Like she's kind of started to say y'all a little bit more.
Nice.
So kind of turning her a little bit, but yins just doesn't sound right.
Now you're an Austin guy. Have you gotten used to the bacon, egg, and cheese yet? Or are you still like holding on to the breakfast taco?
No, see, it's like even when I go back home during the off season, it's like I'm gonna whip up a bagel with egg and bacon on it. Like it's kind of a staple of my breakfast now.
That's crazy. I mean, I feel like people from where you live are going to be furious that you've turned on
Yeah.
the breakfast taco.
Don't get me wrong, I haven't turned on it. There's some spots in Austin where I gotta go when I get back. I gotta go get a breakfast taco, but the bacon, egg, and cheese is definitely a staple now.
Now, you grew up in Austin. You went to school there. And when you were going to school there, who was your principal?
So elementary school, pretty much through my whole elementary school, my mom was my principal.
What's that like?
It was kind of crazy, man. So I went to 5 different elementary schools in 5 years, and she was just bouncing around. Like she became like this head of the elementary education, and then she was my principal for like 2 years. But I was just bouncing around with her, so I got to learn how to make a bunch of different friends. But yeah, could not get in trouble when she was my principal. Could not get in trouble because she would sit me down and she'd be like, "I'm not going to deal with this right now. Your father's going to deal with it when you get home."
That
And
was
I
worse,
like,
right?
It was so much worse. She was just like, I'd walk in there and she was like, "I'm just disappointed in you. I'm going to let your father deal with it when you get home." And I was like, "Come on." But no, it had its perks too, like cuz every time I finished my homework early or something, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm going to go down to my mom's office." She had this snack bucket for me under her desk. and I just raid the snack bucket all day long. So I spent a lot of time at school because she had to get there like 2 hours early and stay like really late. But it had its perks, but it also had, you couldn't get in trouble. So.
Did the other kids and also the teachers resent you at all? Because I feel like you hold power over the teachers. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna come at me. Well, guess what? My mom's your boss, so like you should back off a little bit there.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of that, but not too much. Just because, I mean, I think we both treated everybody well, and it was a good experience overall. I think it really helped me like just make friends and stuff like that.
So if Mendy calls you into his office, it's like going to the principal's office pretty much.
Yeah, I've been there a million times. But I hope he just doesn't unstrap the belt like my father did when I got home.
Yeah, let's hope not, especially the baseball belts.
Exactly.
So we're going to run off some rapid fire questions in a segment we like to call Meet the Met. We're going to just trade off asking your stuff and give us the first thing that you can think of,
Let's
okay?
do it.
All right, first question. What's the most famous contact in your phone?
Contact Garrett Wilson or Frankie?
Are you sticking with the same walk-up song for next season?
No, got to switch it up.
Oh, sorry, Big X the plug.
Yeah,
All right.
it still might be Big X, but
Okay.
we'll see. We might have to switch it up.
Okay.
What's your lock screen on your phone right now?
I don't know if I have my
You don't
phone
have to
on.
have it. You can just tell us.
Okay, it's I think it's actually playing Pop Stroke with my girlfriend, and she's like making this really crazy face. So it's a funny picture to me when I open my phone.
Favorite cartoon?
Man, that's tough. Favorite cartoon? I don't know. What do you got? What do y'all got?
SpongeBob for me all day, but
SpongeBob is
yeah.
good.
It's crazy.
South
I don't
Park.
watch many cartoons.
Yeah.
I like real people.
I was a SpongeBob kid. I mean, I wasn't really a Nickelodeon guy.
All right.
So
Disney Channel then, or
yeah,
not?
Disney Channel for sure, a little bit, but yeah, I didn't really get in on the Nickelodeon. But I did watch SpongeBob a little bit. I like SpongeBob.
Cool. Final question. What's your favorite kind of apple?
A red apple?
No, that's a
Same question. Same answer as
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah,
same
Mark
answer as your
Vieto
buddy
said the
Mark
same
Vieto.
thing. We gotta go. I gotta take you guys to the
Wait,
produce
why?
section of Publix. We gotta work on this.
Why? Y'all like
The
green
name of the
apples?
podcast is Meet the Apple.
Yeah. So, but like there's Red Delicious.
This was
there's
his idea.
Gala,
I didn't like
there's
this question.
Macintosh. There's all sorts of red apples.
Red Delicious.
Yeah.
There's there's a Georgia one too, right? Or that's just
That's
peaches?
peaches. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought there was a Georgia.
Their podcast Meet at the Peach.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the Braves.
No.
Thanks so much for joining us
Yeah,
today, man.
appreciate y'all having me.